Hey everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and it is goal setting time. We are going to start our January goals. I ended up writing one thing, not on the January attending list. I wrote a couple of things just to prepare. I will walk through all of this stuff and make my attending list. Probably not today, probably not in this session, but I'm going to work on starting it. And I have one thing written for my January in my Makselife. I have start a 30-day challenge. So I'm going to decide what my 30-day challenge is. I'm not going to do the month reflection yet because it is not quite the end of the month. I'm just going to start lining out my goals. I don't have my daughters with me, but I'm going to leave a place for dotting all the goals and making it color coding in a different session. So I'm just going to try to start laying out the monthly goals, the attending list, and then start in on starting some of these weekly pages. I'll add a few things throughout the month, and then I will also probably try to set my first week's habits. So that's where I'm starting this morning. Olivia is with me doing art, so I'm just gonna speed this up. Okay, one more thing. I realized I did not have my pink pen. I'm gonna do all of my preparing and brainstorming in my pink pen. Since I had to go grab my pink ink pen, I went ahead and grabbed all of my Daughters and color-coded pens. These are the twin tones and the Daughters that I picked out to match the 8 colors in here. I have not actually mapped out or color-coded these guys for the monthly goal. Where is it? I'm getting there. There it is. For these annual goals, I haven't mapped out these colors yet, but I need to do that as well. And then I could maybe like dot these. But I'm going to have all of my goals kind of mixed together for both planners. That's kind of the point for me, is to just mix them all together. So anyway, I got my pen, so I will be doing the dotting. Okay, I am back. It is a few days later. I still need to work on these. I haven't really touched it or thought about it. We have had guests and my mind has been totally on Christmas, and that's about it. So it's the day after Christmas. I'm coming back into it. I will end up reading through and thinking about the goals a little bit more and going through the prep one more time. And I'm working on the goals here. I show you guys the same progress I had last time. I am pretty much good with this. I need to decide on this one, my annual goals for family and relationships. There's not really any holiday stuff coming up. Create magic for the kids for holidays. Keep our weekly date night. I need to schedule a date night. That would be a good thing to put on here. And it's something the kids look forward to. Also, they love, love, love our babysitter. So she's actually asked tonight. She said, when are we going to see so-and-so again? So I really have to get on that. It's been a long time. I think she came for the Nutcracker and that was it. And then Olivia didn't even get to see her that day because she was the one in the Nutcracker. Schedule date night. My chair is squeaky, by the way. That's going to be our first week event. And then what else? I don't know what else to put on there. There's no holidays really coming up. One fun thing each weekend, so we need to schedule some sort of play day. And we have talked about family vacation, families in, so we're gonna try to get that done. It's gonna be exciting. Keep our weekly date night, continue instilling good values. I don't know if there's anything necessarily I will be writing on here week to week as like a goal for that. It's just something I want to keep in my head and think about and make sure I'm doing on just a daily basis. That's not something where it's gonna be sitting down and planning a goal for that unless there's some sort of big thing we need to talk about. One fun thing each weekend, so that would be a good thing. Plan play date. And they are out of school the first week that this starts, which I was just talking about. I did a planner move-in video. So this week, they're out of school all week, so we might try to plan something this week, get things going, and then they're not in school until midway through next week, so we can also try to plan in one before they go back to school. We'll have a little bit of time for that. We'll get regular dates, say weekly play dates. Okay, and I think that's it as far as my goals for the month. I have to think about if I want to do other things. There is one on here, start makeup challenge. We're gonna do a makeup challenge. I'll have to put it on here too because I have to take pictures of everything. I've been off the bike. I started today, but I'm going to be getting back on the bike this week, so that'll be a fun thing to do. I don't know about anything. We're just going to wrap up Vlogmas. I'm trying to make it through all the way to the 31st. There's not going to be much planning or goal setting this week because it's going to be just an at-home week. Let's see what else we've got on here. Yeah, I've got to start my journal, but that'll start on the 1st, so I'll get it set up this week. Okay, so I gotta get back to my sidekick journals. I'll start my affirmations journal on the 1st. I've been off of it because we've been staying up late with family in town. And then yoga, I don't think I'm gonna start yoga this week. We'll have to see. I'm really just trying to get back into, you know, this is a whole month-long thing. So I'm really just starting to get back on the bike, try to close my rings. I did end up closing my rings today. Look, it's glorious. It hasn't happened in a long, long time. So I think that gets me starting this. I have one thing for physical environment. I'm going to be calling one of the contractors that people highly recommended. They've had work done. I've had friends who talked to their other friends and they've gotten work done. So I've heard lots of good things about this specific contractor. I'm going to try to get them to do a couple of things for us. And I think that is it for starting my January goals. I don't have my attending list all the way done. I will end up probably doing one more session here. And then I don't know how I'm going to use this either. Let's see, my attending list. It's pretty much started. I just need to work on both of these a little bit. I have to think about them a little bit, and I have not been in that mindset the last week or so, the last few days especially, but I definitely need to work on my reflection and work on my goals for the month a little bit more, and then I will be able to come back and show you guys the final finished product here. The only thing I think I could do, I don't want to do it yet because I might add more, but I want to dot all of these with the correct colors and then also dot these with the correct colors. So that's going to be on my to-do list, but I want to make sure I'm getting through all of them, making sure I wrote down everything before I start dotting anything. So that's going to wrap up little session number 2. Okay, third planner session. I did my other planner session last night. I'm going to just look through these really quick. I pulled out this daily thinking I would use it, but I did not. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to just start on the dailies on January 1st. So I've got a few more days in here. Let's see, we're working on January goals. I will walk you through all of the goals here in a little bit. I've got to just look down my list, make sure I have everything on here I want. I need my Powersheets. Oh, okay, I have this one marked. So I don't know what this one was marked. I think this one was just in there because I had found it last night. It's one of my new Ollie clips. I need to do a haul on those. So here's what I was looking at. I want to just make sure I'm knocking all of these off on my monthly goals here. So I've got home gym plan started, AM routine, make a list of 30-day challenges. I did end up putting that right here. Start a 30-day challenge and make a list. So that one is knocked off here. Then Pelofondo, I'm signed up for it. I'm going to start working back on my Peloton. Get back on bike is on here. Outline editorial calendar. So I want to get the first quarter done. I don't have it written here, but I do have it written on my monthly goals. Set an editorial calendar for Q1. So I've got kind of a basic outline of what I want to do. So I definitely will be working on that. And then I want to get Project Life 2021 complete. I had done really good like the month of October, catching up on quite a bit and then totally falling off the wagon for that. So I'm gonna have to just work on that more. It probably is not gonna get done in January, but I have made huge strides on that. My chair is super squeaky. I'm trying to adjust and then get into AM workouts. That's part of my AM routine I've been working towards. And then Scrappy Fridays, I do have that on here. 1 scrap session per week. So it may not be actually Fridays, it may just be some other time, but that's definitely on my plan for the month. So that looks good. I do have my January tending list. This is just going to be the start. I don't know if I'm going to add to this. I'm just going to take this out and stick it in my Makselife. And even then, I don't know where it's going to actually end up sitting. Maybe on this January tab, maybe on the February tab. I've got my home gym project kind of outlined here. So I don't have a good place for it. Maybe I'll cover up my reflections. I ended up writing out what things are on this monthly reflection, so I can use that for the end of December in the next couple of days. So I don't exactly know where it's going to go in there, and it's not even finished. I don't have any priority written down, and I still have a lot of room for monthly action items, so I need to maybe think about putting more of those here. Also, I've got some room on both of these, just a little bit. And of course, you don't have to fill out the whole thing, but I feel like the monthly action items are small compared to the January goals page. This is very robust. Everything has a couple of things in it to get started for the year, and then this seems pretty sparse. So one of the things I don't want to do is duplicate everything. I don't want to have to write everything I'm seeing like 3 times or more. So we write them in the brainstorming thing, mark them on the tending list, write them in the monthly spread, and then break them down and write them in the weekly action spreads. So it's a lot of writing the same thing, and I can see how this is going to be a repetitive process when I'm using both planners. So I may do it just for the sake of really giving both planners an honest chance and an honest go, but I feel like using both may end up being very repetitive for me. So that's something I've already kind of seen just going through both systems so far. I'm going to color dot everything. With this one, I have the colors, have the color code. I've seen people do these in Roy G. Biv order, which is such a good idea, but mine are all over the place as far as writing them on this yearly goals sheet. But I have not color coded these yet with the dot pins or the twin tones or any other things that I own. I haven't color coded these yet, so I'm not going to end up dotting the January page. There it is. I'm not going to end up dotting these quite yet because I don't have the color codes down. This is just kind of a rough work in progress for this first month, and I will work on this. So Sierra Friend, the Makselife creator and certified life coach, said that January is her like time to mull over all the goals and kind of tweak things. She doesn't have her annual goals completely set in stone on January 1st. She really, you know, embraces the holiday season and then starts working on it come January. It takes her a while to come up with her actual goals. So this is just the starting point for me. I'm going to really try to embrace what she said, where you do not have to have it all done on January 1st. I was really feeling that pressure this last week, and our guests are still here through tomorrow. So I just felt like there's not a whole lot of room between tomorrow and January 1st, and I really had to get in here and work on these a little bit more, and they're just not coming together as fluidly as I would like. I mean, I have the whole outline, the whole monthly outline thing here. I really like this one. I love this sheet. I really try to divide it out really well for the year. So I have a good start, and I have a good start for the monthly goals, but I will end up tweaking the annual goals and the monthly goals here and there. I feel like I have a solid annual goal, and it's just going to be breaking it down and trying to get things accomplished. So I'm going to dot these really quick and make it look a little pretty, and then we're going to walk through all of the things really quick. This video has not actually been as long as I expected it to be when I was going and starting to edit. I could break it down quickly because a lot of it was things I sped up. We're gonna just grab some dot pens and start dotting things. I'll grab them as I go. And for orange, I'm using pink. There's not a really great orange dot pen, so I went with pink for that. And I also am twisting around or switching around the gray down here. People use gray for this. I'm using dark teal because I really just loved both of the teal colored dot pens. So it does lean a little like bluish gray, which I thought would work well for this dark. Oh, I just love this color. Dark teal is just so pretty. And I wanted to go ahead and use the light teal as well. So that's a little bit of repetitive colors, but I don't care. I love it. You can do with it what you will. And it works. I'm just changing things. Changing the system here. Okay, here we go. Last part of the video. I went ahead, I'll show you guys my tending list real quick and then we'll walk through the monthly goals. So I think I really have already talked about most of this. Make editorial calendar for Q1, that's repeated. Home gym start, that's also repeated in the other one. Finishing touches on closet. I don't know if I've put that in the annual goals, but it's on here. And reorganize scrap room is going to be a big goal for the next few months. I don't know, I may not end up buying any more furniture pieces for this room, but we're going to be moving the gym equipment out of here, so I need to reorganize a little bit. I'm going to make it so that I can film in here maybe on the weekends for like sit-down videos. And then weekly actions, we've got Pelafondo training. I'll just try to do a longer session once a week. I was doing those on Saturday, but then I dropped off doing that. And then weekly scrapbook session. I've been calling it Scrappy Fridays. Mini organization project. I've got to make a list of all the drawers and closets and things so I can reorganize a little bit and make everything look really nice and organized and helpful. And then 3 videos for Sami's Sweet Life and 1 video for Scrap Master's Paradise. And that's going to be a work in progress. It probably is not going to happen every week. And then as far as daily action items down here, we've got AM workout, AM routine, a no spend for January. I'm going to start reading the Daily Stoic again, and I definitely need it on a habit tracker because I tried to do it recently and have totally failed at remembering to do it. When I go into my Kindle app for reading, I have the Game of Thrones up and I'll start reading that and totally forget to check the Daily Stoic. And then going to bed on time, that's a big one, and that helps me with the AM routine. So that walks you through the Powersheets for now. I might adjust it and I'll talk about it in my January wrap-up video later in the month when we're at the end of the month. As far as the monthly goals here, I'll move things around so you guys can see a little bit nicer here. So we've got the focus for personal is going to just be AM routine, back to waking up before kids, put together solid workout routine in the AM, Daily Stoic, and then makeup challenge, which I totally forgot to dot because it's way over here. So I'm going to have to take pictures of all my palettes and get started on that one. And then for the focus for fun and recreation, this is all scrapbook related, back to scrapping, 1 scrapbook session per week. That's the Fun Fridays, 1 scrap video per week, and then reorganize scrap room after moving workout gear. So it may not happen this month. It just depends on how much progress we make. And it also depends on if the flooring comes or if we can get the contractor out here to do the one contracting thing we need to get done. And then for work and learning, no focus here, just 3 videos per week and set up editorial calendar for Q1. I feel like those are really easy goals. I have lots and lots of planner videos that I've already filmed or that I need to film. So I think that'll be an easy one. And then family and relationships, no focus, but we're gonna go back to regular date nights after all the holiday fun. And then also a weekly play date. We're going to try to do that. I have a plan to invite over some of her dance friends later on this week once our guests leave. And then health and wellness, it's the focus back to movement. I'm going to really try to close my rings every day starting January 1st. I've already started working on that. I rode my bike yesterday and then I was a little sore today, so I'm skipping today. I'm easing into it. And then hardcore on the floor calendar, I'm just going to try to do some of that, maybe like a class or 2 every day, every other day. Doing it every day fully is a lot since I'm still kind of a beginner. It's a lot. And then start fitness planner. I do have that and I already have started decorating it. You'll see that in my January move-in video. Really excited to dig into that one. And then for spiritual and personal growth, I want to try to get back into yoga and then start my affirmations and intention journals. This is an Erin Condren one, which if I haven't posted a video on, I will shortly because I do have the video made for that. And then financial, the biggest one is no extra spending. We're doing no spend January, and the exception is groceries and home projects. So I can't buy any fun things from Amazon, no splurges. It's just strictly home stuff and groceries. And then down here, the last one is the physical environment. It's organization. I'm just gonna start making lists, start working on the other thing, and it also says wrap up master closet, which is good. So we've got start master list of organizing projects, which I already talked about from my tending list, and also begin the home gym. I ended up mapping out a lot of what we're gonna need to do for that. And then also just wrapping up the master closet. We gotta get the baseboards. We finally picked them out. We ended up both being able to go together, look through all of the baseboards and decide on one. So we have one picked out. We just have to physically get them and install them, which I shouldn't be bad. I think he has all of the tools we're gonna need. I can't remember if he ended up getting a nail gun or not, but he's got the air compressor, so I don't know. Either way, he'll have to get the nail gun if he doesn't have it, and we can get those installed and caulk, and I will be painting them, and then we'll be done. So that walks you through the January goals. I mapped out a few of them for this first week, and a lot of these will carry over since I'm not doing a whole lot of planning this week. It's guests the first part of the week, and then catching up with getting the house back in order, stripping beds, that kind of thing, and then taking down Christmas for the other half of the week. So I'll let you look through those if you want to. I did end up mapping out a little bit of next week. I'll end up tweaking this and adjusting things as needed, but I hope you guys like this January goals video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.